Did.
Yeah.
They played
Anyhow.
the excellent.
Well done, sir.
Yeah. And hello and
Guten
welcome
Tag.
to the MegaMonsterCast, where today we were talking about episode 6 of Ultraman G'd. I'm Nick with
The
me is
Eclipse.
Alex and Josh. We are not watching the Eclipse. That is a different thing that people can pay us to watch if they want to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've watched The Red Wedding.
It's not that dissimilar.
That's why I was going for that joke.
Yeah, it's tonally very similar.
Did you watch the Red Wedding?
Oh,
Oh,
what? No. God. I don't waste my time with that garbage.
I was like, he finally, started having some self-respect.
Also, no.
Yeah.
Wait a fucking minute. Is that a Spider-Gwen?
Oh yeah, I forgot I'm wearing this. Isn't this cool?
Nice.
Dude,
Hell yeah.
It's nice actually. If I can find the
Zip
fucking
it all the
hood.
way up. Is it the face one?
Oh, I didn't get the face thing.
Ah.
It's a separate thing.
You're gonna need to put that down. It's a little too pointy.
All right, it's going.
Yeah.
It's immediately going back in the wash as soon as I get off this recording.
Yep. So anyway, this episode starts with the ending of the last episode because episodes of G'd like to bleed into each other.
Yeah, I like
Where
that.
we get the fight between G'd and Lightning Killer.
Oh, just want to say, the beef with Anne Hathaway, it's back.
That's fair.
It's back and in full force.
What?
Yeah.
Apparently she was at the Super Bowl.
Because she was at the Super Bowl. And she had green on. A lot of green.
Just means she's better than Taylor Swift.
I don't give a fuck who's better than what.
That's
but
causing
she's a goddamn monster again.
You heard me.
That's causing some different problems. That's going to cause some other issues
I have
later.
beef with Anne Hathaway. Now you have beef with the Swifties.
That's genuinely such a bad idea.
Oh yeah. Why don't you at me at Twitter, you fucks? Oh wait.
You mean
good luck with that?
They're gonna find out where you are and leave dead raccoons on your fucking front porch.
They did raccoons.
Why did it have to be raccoons?
Because she's country. They going back to her country roots.
Yep.
When she was good?
She was good?
No.
She's
fine. It's fine. I just don't think that,
I'm on the bleacher.
All right, you can shut your.
This is getting way off track right away. So
no,
anyway,
now I am having a beef.
No. So now, G'd is fighting dope ass
has been here the whole time.
Wow, I hate you so much right now. Also, anybody who wants to send me hate mail, it's salacious@megamonsterpodcast.com.
Shit, I need to get
Doesn't
that.
exist, but all right. Yep.
It will. It will.
Eventually. So yeah.
It will fucking now.
I'm gonna start redirecting websites to you.
So yeah, we get a fun little beginner fight this episode where it's the first time G'd is fighting against this fusion kaiju. Again,
Which
I love this thing's design.
Pretty cool.
I fucking love this thing's design. It's so sick.
Pretty damn cool. Yeah.
So he starts with primitive that doesn't do shit, so then he switches over to solid burning.
Which I think was criminally underused in this episode.
That's fair. Solid burning is a dope-ass design. Like, truly just wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
But it also jobs this episode. And all the while, Leto is watching the news.
Yeah.
And ignoring his daughter and wife.
Like a true businessman.
Yep.
Salaryman.
Salaryman
to the rescue.
No. See, Ginto eventually at least talked to his family.
Yeah. I also, again, I love anytime you see, like, Zero taking over, he, like, grabs Leto's glasses, pulls them off.
Whoa!
It's like, oh, shit.
That is
Nope,
literally my favorite characterization of his in a long time. Like, because that's the kind of action that you could get across what's happening from like the backside of the bleachers, yeah, and like watching a play. Like he is not so much chewing on the scenery, but just enjoying being there in the moment. Like I really like his style of acting.
He's like
It is
a
so much fun.
he's like a background actor that's having a little too
Oh
much fun.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's literally, like you said, like a background actor, but he's now been given the spotlight and is acting accordingly.
Yep.
I want there to be an episode where he just like takes them off, but since they're framed, he breaks them.
This is
Well,
such
did
a
you have 'em?
hero.
Did anybody notice when oh no, let me see if I can pull it up here. Go ahead. You can move on.
I was gonna say, we get the transformation, so Zero shows up on the scene with his classic "I am Zero, Ultraman Zero," and then Thunder Killer just disappears, or Lightning Killer. I don't remember this thing's name right now, but yeah,
Such a cheese.
yeah, it disappears, and immediately they go back to the Nebula house to help
Oh,
patch Riku up.
I was checking to make sure I had the character right. Yeah, it's Liha. Did you notice that Liha did the move too with her glasses?
Yep.
Eh,
Oh yeah, they love to do those little bits with these characters, which is such a like. It's one of the reasons this is probably my favorite Ultra show. Like everyone is doing a bit, and they like to do each other's bits. Yep.
So what's happening?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah.
I also love
I
like.
I really want to see someone do their best uncle.
Yeah. Dude, I love the moment though where like he pulls
they're
off
just
his
ignoring
glasses.
family.
Yeah. I mean, we got that. It's called that scene we had where Leto refused to look at his daughter.
Starts dead naming her.
Yep. No, I love this when Leto like switches over with Zero and Zero pulls off the glasses. Liha's like, no, we're not doing this. No, you're not gonna pull this bullshit on me. We have to find a different way for you to talk to us.
That immediately pulls bullshit.
Yep. And so then instead he has to wear a fucking weird ass like head device so Zero can talk through a screen to them.
Yeah, nothing contrived about that.
Mm-hmm. It's so good. Like every part of this episode is
Is
hilarious.
it because he's Ultraman Jesus?
I mean, he kind of is. I'm not gonna say he's not. He kind of is. I also love that they're just interviewing people and everyone's like, "Yeah, we fucking love Zero. G'd,
that
whatever,
G guy.
but like Zero fucking rocks. He just looks like a hero. That G dude, he looks like a fucking asshat."
Fucking asshole.
Which I'm not too far off on the way they're talking about him.
Not really.
No,
Yeah.
those were that was word for word from the show.
Those little kids almost said that.
Well, I love how they try to make it like, this episode, Riku learns a lesson. He learns he should just be himself, and that lesson lasts exactly 5 seconds.
Yep.
And he immediately changes.
Yep.
Because you know why? Fuck lessons.
Now we're gonna get the lesson of the show eventually, which is fuck your dad.
Unless
an
your dad
asshole.
is 7.
Yep. Then you have to put up
Then
with
he
the fact
fucks
that
you.
then you have to put up with the fact that he abandoned you for thousands of years.
It's probably fine.
Yeah. It's 7. You gotta have to accept that.
7 had to commit genocide. It's fine.
Yeah.
And crimes of the war.
Yeah. Yeah. I love
He's
like
just a
Riku's
better version of Anne Hathaway.
Yep. I love that Riku's like, I didn't get my ass handed to me. I could have done it, and he's like straight up like, nope, nope, nope. Like no one in the room believes that he had any chance of winning that fight. Liha's like, no, you were gonna lose. He showed up and saved you. You were gonna lose. I'm sorry.
No one is pulling any punches here at all.
Mhm. Like no one's trying to like make him feel better or anything. It's like no, you got your ass handed to you, bud. I'm sorry.
You done fucked up, Aaron.
And then Leto's like, you know what I want to do? I want to be Ultraman now because it was cool showing up and the monster just ran away from me.
He's literally done zero work.
Yep. I showed up and everything turned out the exact way I wanted it to. So like maybe I should be Ultraman. I love
Well,
like
then
I was gonna say I love the way that like when he's like proposing this and Riku's like, what does a salaryman know about being an Ultraman? Leto just gives him the shittiest expressions as he's talking to him.
dude, there's so many expressions being shared in this. Like between the three of them, they're just mugging at each other. Like,
Oh,
and then after the reveal comes that they're literally gonna do this sitcom ass shit.
yeah.
Both Riku and Leto fucking mug to the camera like a bunch of jackasses.
Oh,
And it
it's so
is
good.
just mwah.
Like this is 100% just a sitcom episode with some action thrown in.
Yes. Yeah.
It's so good.
I would not have been upset had they at least once actually had like a canned laugh
Yep.
play for the fuck of it. Like we know what we're doing.
I honestly kind of thought that like my first go through when I watched this, I assumed like Pega was gonna laugh at them or something. Like it would have worked. Like I get like instead they do the whole like Pega like giving like the moral of the grass is always greener on the other side, like trying to cut the rest of the episode in there.
In Russia, Pega pegs you.
Yeah. Like I again I
Sorry,
fucking
it's
love
been in
it.
my head for a while. Every time he kept saying Pega.
Mhm. And then we get our
I mean, that's
weird
close to the image that I always kept getting whenever we were talking about Yuppie. Like, why does he have this name?
I don't know. Pega's better though.
I don't even think we should compare them, but I'm just saying.
Dude, like as much as people loved the like arc on Reddit, no one had anything good to say about UP. Like no one did. There are zero UP fans out there. Everyone
Because
fucking
Yuppie
hated
was
UP.
fucking dumb.
Everyone hated UP.
Alpha 5 was a better robot than Yuppie.
That's not setting the bar high.
Exactly.
Anyway, though, yeah. So then we
Fuck
get
y'all.
our
I love Alpha 5.
MacGuffin, and we get Riku dressing up as Leto.
Fairly
Yes.
convincingly.
I mean, he is
Skin
wearing.
and all.
Yep. I mean, as soon as that MacGuffin goes off, yeah. So yeah, he gets this device that makes it so he has the appearance of Leto, and that's how they're gonna do this fucking sitcom ass bullshit where they trade lives for a day.
But the funny thing is, it just adds glasses onto him, and they just assume it's Leto.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got that much presence. People really don't even look at him.
It's just like that whole Superman trope. Just
Yep. I also do love.
Who do
You
they
get, like,
think he is when Zero's talking?
he
they
actually
think
becomes somebody.
they think he's having a psychotic break.
It's like, oh, he's doing the thing again.
Oh God! But he's the only one here who speaks Spanish, so we kind of have to accept it.
Plus, we get a tax write-off.
I see what I matter to you.
Yep. Before I move on to the actual Spanish part, I love that Riku wants to use the brooch. Like he briefly thinks about using it to change the way Jeed looks, so people will like him more.
Yeah, this is the lesson that's never learned
Yep.
throughout the episode.
Yep.
It's just to be yourself. Who the
Be
fuck wants to be yourself when you could be Batman?
Mm-hmm. But then we get the real reason. Again, I'm holding on to this firmly. The real reason why Leto is so important at his job because he gets a single email in Spanish, which I'm reading as he's the only one that knows Spanish in his building, and they have to keep him on for this client.
I don't know if I read that much subtext out of it, but yeah, I could
It's
see
it's
that being
headcanon.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, like, he gets a fucking email in Spanish. It's probably important. And considering the way they talk to Riku about like how the boss is pissed off at Leto because he left early and all this other stuff, like I have to imagine he like there's a reason. I mean, like obviously the reason is it's a fucking TV show, but like my headcanon reason is he's the only one that knows Spanish, and that's like an important contract for them.
I kind of just read it as like that was probably his client.
Yeah, well, again, and that's kind of what I'm saying is I think like that's probably an important client, and that's why they keep him on.
Yeah, I
Like
can see that.
he's probably the only one in the office that knows Spanish, and because of that, like it would be hard for them to.
Kind of want to hear him talk in
Eh,
Spanish now.
I think that would be fun. Yes. Also, I don't know enough
But
Spanish to read
doing
that
like
email.
but as his Ultra Zero.
Yeah,
Ultra
Ultraman
Zero
Zero.
just starts screaming Spanish.
Yep. Yeah. Then
It's so funny because one of the more senior professors at my university is this very happy, like kind of super quirky Japanese man,
mhm.
and he is extreme. He has a very thick accent, a very thick accent.
Yeah.
And oh, I'm sorry, I think he's actually Chinese. He knows Spanish fluently
Mhm.
and doesn't talk about it. So like every now and again, he like I think Spanish was his second language and English was like his fourth. And he'll just randomly start speaking
Dude, I
Spanish
struggle with one.
in that thick Chinese accent, and it's just like I've never heard that accent applied to that speech. It is so interesting to hear, and it'll catch you off guard if you're not expecting it. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
I
I like
bet.
to think he just randomly adds it in conversation.
He really doesn't, which is why like I knew him for 2 years before I knew that he spoke Spanish. He just never talked about it, never said anything in Spanish, and then randomly like he got frustrated while he was trying to write out a problem and then started speaking Spanish. What the hell?
Yeah.
He's like, these fuckers won't understand this.
Anyway, though, we get like a brief cutaway to Riku like working in the office. He finishes up dealing with all the bullshit, and he's gonna go take his lunch, only to find out that he can't take his lunch because he has a meeting to go to instead.
Gotta
That's all
take
we
your
get
lunches,
from that.
man.
Well, then we
Gotta take your lunches.
yep. Then we cut over to Leto, who just got back from the Ginga market because he had to go out shopping because that's part of his well, part of his job is working down there too. And now he has to start his training, which Alex.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, Liha looks the most intensely, like just the most intense as she's like looking at him holding her sword, like you're gonna be fucking training.
I will kill you.
She's got that intensity about her for sure.
Yep. And then
That's that one more set, not one more rep
yep,
energy.
yep. Then he has to do push-ups with her on his back.
The best push-ups.
Yep. And he's just sweating up a storm, begging
She
Zero
is
to
not,
save
and
him.
she is not happy about it either.
No, she does not enjoy this. This is not fun for her. This is purely, you need to be doing this. Let's just get this done.
I think he's really doing those push-ups though.
He is. He could have gone a little deeper, but whatever.
Man, you got a whole human on your back. I'm impressed as is.
Yeah, but he's smiling this entire time.
Yeah.
When they do that close up to his face, it was.
Mm-hmm.
It's
You
not
just
that
see the-
struggle. He was just like, yeah.
Yeah, you just see the glint in his eye.
Yep. Yeah, so then Riku spends the entire fucking evening working at the fucking firm or whatever, as Leto collapses on the floor from exhaustion. And then they meet up the next day to talk about how they both realized that they live a hard life.
Wow, that they're literally torturing this poor corpse.
What?
He's been dead this entire time, Alex. Remember that.
He's sort of.
Zero's controlling a corpse.
Sort of. He's fixing the body so the body's alive again. Eventually, it'll just be okay. That's
Nah, I
how
really
some
hope.
Ultramen work. Not all
I
of them.
really just wanted-
like, the last thing we see of the final shot of Jeet is just Leto dropping dead.
Yep.
In front of his family.
No, that's how the movie ends.
Oh, God. So sad I have to say goodbye. Bye, Zero. Will I ever see you again?
No,
Nope.
you're not going to see anything again.
You're going to hell. I've seen the things you did at work. You fucking freak.
Insider trading, dude. That's awful.
You're nine circles out.
Those are now. See, those financial crimes are real crimes.
Yep.
And remember, kids, best thing and the only thing that you'll ever get from the rich is their riches.
Yep.
Oh man, I thought it was table scraps.
Yeah, so
No, that's what you're currently getting, if even that.
I like the bones, so you can chew on them for hours.
Make a good broth.
Yeah, really can actually.
So anyway, then we get Leto's reason for working in the office so hard, which is he wants to protect the things that are precious to him, which is his family.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be paperwork.
And Riku's like,
Honestly,
I don't have that.
that would have been so funny if he
Yeah.
just leans into being like, I'm really passionate about affidavits and like making sure that everything is dated. And
Yeah.
I have my own monogrammed wax stamp, you see.
Mhm. No, then
Pulls it out. Somebody like fucked with it.
Yep. Riku's like, I don't have anything like that. Apparently my dad was like the devil or something. I don't know. Or Darth Vader. It's hard for me to tell, but like, yeah, that's like the only thing I know about my family, and that kind of sounds like it sucks ass.
Oh
So,
man, speaking about that, God, I made my nephew watch all 6 Star Wars movies.
so
All
What?
6.
first of all,
Come on.
there's
All
several
6.
others. You
Don't
didn't
do
watch.
this, Nick.
You didn't watch the Jeed movie. There's more.
Okay.
That's a great Star Wars movie.
6 out of the 7.
I'll stand on the fact that this is just one long Star Wars show.
Made me
Mixed with a
proud because he's like
sitcom.
Luke's his favorite. Fuck yeah. Yeah, he is, you little shit.
We also get the whole Leto is like, I care more about Earth because I have a daughter now, and like when I die, she's still gonna be here, and I kind of don't want it to suck.
Bad news for you, bud.
Yep.
No matter what you do, it's gonna suck.
Yep. It's the unfortunate nature of humanity.
Unless you're, the guy from Ark, and then you turn into the Wanderer.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I have nightmares about him putting on that jacket and hat, though.
And playing an Orb Karina.
How did we not make that joke?
What?
That one was low hanging fruit. The whole season, we didn't think of that one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Whatever,
I mean, I think
man.
none of us expected it was gonna go there though. Yeah. So now we get the whole, eventually you're gonna find things that you care about, so you just gotta like stick with it, Buckaroo. You want to go throw the pigskin around, sport?
It did have that kind of energy, right?
I want to drive a truck for my rest of my life.
Josh is making a reference to the fact that I have decided to become our older friend's father.
Yeah.
Better than waiting tables in some retail adventures, I'll tell you that.
Shout out Tech. Make sure you take your medicine.
Yeah. Quit
I'm not gonna
injecting OJ into your veins.
Yeah.
Gives you the shits.
At what point does this become doxing?
First of all, I made sure not to say what medicine it was.
Or his real name.
I almost did, and I stopped myself.
Not okay.
Yeah.
Also, those previous retail jobs. Fuck you.
But yeah, so then we get the whole reveal of back at the Nebula house. They're like, well, hey, so maybe that monster was after you and not like the little star because there wasn't one.
What if he's been the littlest star of all?
Hmm.
You've had these. Well, I mean, he's collecting little stars, so you mean he could just be a beacon to these things.
Yeah. Well, and like real talk, he's one of 2 Ultramen on this planet. If you kill him, you kill half of the force that could potentially stop you.
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. And then Liha's like, I'm not going to tell you what to do with your life, but you need to decide if you want to keep being Jeet or not. I'm just going to look at you and judge what you decide to do.
I'll be straight up honest. I truly did not expect him to literally take the words from Leto and be like, "Yeah, I don't have any idea what the fuck I care about."
Yep.
Just like I expected him to have something that he goes like, "Oh yeah, I had this friend," or like I don't know what I expected, or to him to like have like a trinket, or maybe think of Peggy or Pegasus like, "Come the fuck on."
Yep.
He's
No, he
just
just
like, "I
Is
have
that
no
what he
fucking
cares
idea."
about? Is Peggy?
Peggy.
I'm going to live with you now. Do I care about you? I don't know if I want you to care about me.
Please just stop. It's a shame I have to know you.
No, I do love like Riku. Again, you got to remember Riku's like 16, 17. He's legitimately just a teenager. He doesn't know what matters to him yet. I mean, like he has an
Boobs.
idea of it. Like he cares about like superhero shit, like superhero TV shows, and like he cares about what people think of him because he's a teenage
Yeah.
boy. But like he doesn't really get like this entire show is about him kind of getting who he is over time. Like we're still really early by the end of the season. He's a little more sure of himself. He's a little more aware of who he wants to be, and he doesn't care as much about like what the population thinks of him. To the point of where I'm going to spoil a little bit. He shows up in a different Ultraman's movie because of course he does. And like he shows up and he's just instantly like, oh, well, that's a hero because he's acting like a hero and he's not being weird. He's just a hero.
How dare he not be weird?
Yep. How dare he not freak out because he thinks he looks funny? But no, so then we get a rematch with this fucking dope ass kaiju as it does the to him. Fucking love this. Yeah, so then we get like another a decent fight between the two of them. Again, nothing like crazy. Like this episode really isn't necessarily about the fights so much as it was about like the drama in between them.
Yeah, it's about the lesson I
It was
didn't get
about
learned.
it was about the sitcom.
Yeah, it was about the sitcom. It was about them switching lives and then Riku realizing that he has nothing to live for.
So he takes a bath with the
That's how it
toaster.
came off to me.
Yep.
I'm just saying. It was like, I don't know what I live for. Like, okay, bud.
No, and then then the lesson he learns is, well, I can't die until I figure out what matters to me, so I've got to live.
Again, I don't think you took any of the right lessons away.
You guys don't
You literally
understand.
just went, all right. That's like later G shit.
Yeah,
We gotta work in the here and now.
yeah. We
But
can't just
we know what he
immediately.
cares about. He's trying to get that little superhero like keychain thing
I would have loved it
from
if that was.
episode 2.
I would have loved it if that was what he focused on. But
That would
no,
have been
instead
so funny.
he makes a weird ass weapon.
Yeah, he
He
did.
gets rewarded for his lack of lesson learning.
Yeah, I don't know
No,
what I'm
he
gonna
didn't
live
reward
for.
it. He still has to pump this thing 3 times. Why does everything have to be pumped 3 times in Ultraman weapons?
Because that way you know that you're making it work.
Please
Also,
make one
Usually it's like 2
of the
pumps and it's done.
yeah. Also, I'm gonna be honest. I do not like this weapon.
I like this better than orbs.
I
We're gonna be in a fight.
don't.
That dumb wrote like freaking speaking spell of a sword
Was way cooler than this.
I'm gonna be honest. I think I agree.
I think they're both really dumb.
I
This is
I do
by
not like
far.
orb
This is
sword.
by far the worst weapon we've seen.
It's a mighty claw. Big
willing
pointy
to,
shiny teeth.
yeah, I'm willing to agree with
Don't you dare
Josh on this one.
disrespect.
It's pretty fucking bad.
Pointy teeth.
No pointy teeth.
Claw.
No.
Yeah.
This-
So then he
This
becomes
is essentially just a fucking butt plug on like a knuckle
What
duster.
the fuck? What plugs are you using,
the
man?
middle part. He's talking about
Yeah.
the middle part, and then it has 2 blades on
Ooh.
either side.
Have I never showed you that one?
No, we don't often exchange our sex toys.
No, not that. Literally,
Christ, man.
it's a meme I like to share every now and then. It's just
Uh-huh,
a
a
knuckle
meme.
duster.
Nice.
It's just a knuckle duster with a welded on metal butt plug.
What?
Cause
Okay.
This is the part that got us demonetized.
yep. Yeah. So anyway,
At least we can point to it.
yep. So anyway, Riku
Really
switches
got
off
shoved
to
in there.
Riku shifts into Acro Smasher, and he does the run around quick thingy, and then he
Yeah,
fires
his
an attack into the
Quicksilver
air, and it
attack.
rains.
Needles.
Yep.
Everybody got.
Which was fucking badass. I'm just gonna say.
Oh,
No, he just put used needles everywhere in that city.
hmm And then we cut back to Riku
He
hanging
is
with
the
Liha.
villain.
That
He's the
is-
villain for sure now.
Ew.
So
I've
anyway,
said worse.
we cut back to Riku with Liha, and Liha's like, "All right, now you have to cut the bamboo."
This is so annoying. The whole episode was ruined by this like good 30 seconds here for me. I fucking hated this. It's so annoying.
But she cut it. She cut it so good.
She cut it so good it fell the other way. It
Twice.
fell the other way.
Doesn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
It was literally you had a 50-50 chance of getting it right, and you wrote the fucking scene. She brings her arm down out into
No,
the left.
It cut it.
And
The
it falls to
initial.
the right.
No, it's the initial pull out. That's what cut it. The rest was for show.
No.
Yes, the rest was for show.
Yep.
No, that was a wind up, sir.
No, that was the initial cut.
Also, the sword is bent.
I mean, yeah, it's also just a flimsy sword. Like it's
Yeah,
got a
but
lot
now
of
they
flex
have
to it.
a
It would
vase.
have never cut that.
Yeah. Anyway, though, so yeah, then we find out that the general
annoying.
populace likes Jeed slightly more now. That's gonna
Hey,
keep
we're
being a
Man,
running
I hope
gag.
there's not gonna be a moment where all that approval ratings go down quite a bit.
Oh yeah, that's totally never gonna happen. That's totally not what they're teeing up for. It's not a Persona-like situation at all.
Yeah, it's more like a Refantazio situation.
Yeah, because those aren't the same thing. Yeah. So then we get a cryptic thing where our asshole shows up and he talks to Belial.
Belial.
I knew it. I knew it. He's
Yep.
gonna do it.
You can't say the name and me not do it. It's like an autism thing.
Yeah.
I have to. Belial,
Yeah.
Conta, Belial.
So that was our episode. I fucking love this one. I think it's so much fun. It's
Yeah, it
so
was fun.
goofy in like the best way possible. Because it is just
When
a
does-
sitcom episode.
When does Leto get his own show?
Dude, if only. That'd be so much fun. I'd watch the shit out of that. He does get a lot of episodes that focus on him, though. Like, he is
Yeah.
our secondary protagonist. And, well, he and Liha both kind of are, but, like, because he's the secondary Ultra and because, like, Zero's so established at this point, like, it's really easy for him to do his character bits. Yeah. Any final thoughts, you guys, before we cut this one?
Alex wishes to be sat on while doing push-ups.
I
Yeah.
do though.
But
By
only by
me.
that actress.
Oh. Damn it. Thought I had a chance.
Yep. So tune in next time where we fake Alex having a serious disease, so Make-A-Wish will make his wish come true.
We have got to cut this part.
Wait till we do a live show and he has to do it with me. I'm sitting on his back.
Yep. Anyway, tune in
This
next
went
time.
horribly, horribly wrong.
Yep.
Alex
No,
is back
but the
cracked.
actress is there watching and like telling him he's doing a shitty job.
Oh my god, it went horribly, horribly wrong.
Yep.
But it's not him. She's yelling at me, saying like, "You're sitting on him wrong."
Yep. She's telling you both
Oh.
you're doing it wrong. Anyway, tune in next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.